All right, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining in. I just want to make a quick video and talk about this weekend's divisional playoff games. Um, First of all, I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. It's an early start to it, but enjoy it anyways. Either way, it doesn't last very long. So let's talk about the games today and tomorrow. Today at 4:30, we have the Texans are playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, so I think the Texans they're like an 8, 9 point underdog, something like that during the week. I can't remember what it was. It was pretty high, maybe even 10 points. I can't remember. Um, I, I think like in this game, I don't think there's any really doubt that the Chiefs are going to win this game somehow. You know, they won some games this year, and I tell you, I was talking to a friend of mine a couple of days ago. We were going over the games that they won on either some kind of a shoddy penalty against the other team or something that kept a drive alive, or actually some good plays by them, blocked field goals, missed field goals, the other team fumbling in the last second. They could have easily lost this game, no, without any doubt. 7 games this year they could have lost. Patrick Mahomes didn't even make the Pro Bowl this year, so and he had what I guess you would consider an off year for him. He was very mid-level quarterback this year, but they seemed to win games that were just kind of how did they win this game? You know, so but I don't think this is going to be the case in this game today. The Texans, although last week looked really good, CJ Stroud looked really good. That they really shut down the Chargers' offense. The defense forced Justin Herbert into 4 interceptions in one game. He had 3 the whole season. So the defense will probably be good. They might keep him in the game for a little bit, but at the end of the day, I think the Chiefs are going to win this ball game. I'm going to tell you exactly in my video today. I'm going to tell you who I want to win, but who I'm going to pick to win. Because last week I was terrible. I was 2-4 in my wins and losses. That's bad. So I'm going to try to do better this week. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you who I hope wins, and then I'm going to tell you who I pick to win, if you can get it. So the Chiefs are going to win this game. Probably, I would say they're going to win this game probably by maybe 2 touchdowns. I want the Texans to win because, quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of seeing the Kansas City Chiefs every single year win games that they shouldn't have won, or just everybody's just getting. Personally, unless you're a Chiefs fan, I'm getting sick and tired of watching them. So I picked the Chiefs to win this game. I want the Texans to win this game, if you can understand what I'm saying. But I think the most important part about today's game with the Texans and Chiefs, and this is more important than the game, this is more important about the outcome, this is more important about anything, who wins, who loses, is how many times the cameras are going to go up to the skybox so we can look at Taylor Swift. I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess probably at least 8 to 10 times. If you guys can guess your own, just throw it in the comment section. You don't have to say, here's what I think. Just type a number in the comment section, 4, 5, 1, 2, and I'll understand exactly what that means. And anybody who watches this video will understand what those numbers mean. That's more important than anything else today. How many times we have to look at Taylor Swift up there acting like she knows what football is. That's more important today. So that being said, I think the Chiefs will win. I want the Texans to win. Game 2 today is 8 o'clock tonight. It's the that's the Commanders. I keep calling them the Redskins. I hope they're going to change their name back to that. By the way, I see a lot of rumblings in the media where they're thinking about changing their name back to the Redskins, or at least using the Redskin logo, which would be absolutely fantastic. So we can stop calling them the stupid Commanders name. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, the Commanders play the Lions tonight at 8 o'clock. I think this game is going to be a little closer than anybody thinks. In this game, I'm going to be honest with you. Who I want to win and who I pick to win is the same team. That's the Lions. I said in my video last week, I really hope for Detroit fans, the Lions themselves, the organization. I'd like to see the Lions go all the way this year and win the bowl. I think it'd be fantastic for Detroit and for their organization, for everybody. So I think the Commanders, though, are going to be a pretty good opponent. They're going to be a formidable opponent tonight. They're going to keep this game close, but I think the Lions' offense at the end of the day is just going to be too much. It's going to be too strong, and they're going to score enough points to win this game. As we all know, Aaron Glenn is the defensive coordinator for the Lions. He's done a hell of a job this year with all the injuries they have to even keep this team, the defense, in games. He's a big talk about the Jets head coach this year. I made a video the other day about it. I don't like that pick. If they do, I like Aaron Glenn. I like his connection with the Jets. Um, I just hope the team doesn't go the direction of a new head coach, a first time head coach again. I just don't want to see that, and I don't want to see a defensive minded head coach either. But I said that in my last video, so if you want to, you can go back and see that and see how I explain that. But tonight, I think the Lions are gonna win this ball game. I think it's gonna be close, but I think the Lions are gonna win it. And tomorrow, 3 p.m., we have the Rams going to Philly. Now, this is an interesting game to me because I think the Eagles are just, quite frankly, running on Saquon Barkley. I mean, if you shut him down, I don't think Hurts can beat anybody. I just don't think so. The Eagles defense has really been stepping up the last, I would say, 5 or 6 weeks of the season. Eagles are really playing good ball. And the Rams are one of those kind of spotty teams, like they can come out and Matthew Stafford can just light you up and make you feel bad about yourself, or he can come out there and just stink the joint up. So it's going to be very cold in Philadelphia. I don't know about snow. Supposed to get some snow. A lot of it, I think, actually, in some certain parts. So that's going to be a main factor. If this comes down to a run game, Barkley and the Eagles will murder them. If it has to be a shootout for some reason, if they're containing Barkley and they end up having to have a shootout, I think the Rams could win this ball game. But at the end of the day, I don't think so. I think the Eagles are going to win this game. Now, I'm really kind of in between of who I want to win and who I'm picking to win. I'm picking the Eagles to eke this game out because Barkley's going to be the difference in this game. But I'm not sure if I'd really like to see the Rams or not. So to be quite honest with you, I don't really give a shit who wins this ball game. I'm just going to pick the team who I think, and I think the Eagles are going to edge this game out at the end. Barkley, like I said, is going to be the difference. Excuse me. And to end the weekend, tomorrow night, we have what I think is probably going to be the best game of the weekend. It's the Ravens against the Bills. This is another game where I'm so up in the air about the Baltimore Ravens. They can come out there and they can play ball, and they look like you ain't going to mess with them. They're going to beat anybody when they get going. Lamar Jackson gets going. Derrick Henry, they are unstoppable. But then again, they come out and sometimes I don't understand. They don't play very well. The defense is soft. They haven't been lately, though. Excuse me. They haven't been lately. The defense has really stepped up for Baltimore also. But they are going to Buffalo, and it's going to be snowy and shitty and cold. And I don't know. I think the Bills will end up winning this game, even though here's one of those situations where I'd rather see Baltimore, because quite frankly, I just can't tell with the Bills. They're another team too that does the same thing. Like the Patriots almost beat them. And other teams that they shouldn't even struggle against, they struggle against. So I don't know how they're going to come out either. I think once again, I think the weather's going to be a big factor in this ball game. It may even determine who wins it. If Josh Allen gets to the point where he's pushing, like if the Ravens defense is just snuffing him out and stopping him, and he has to become Superman, I think the Ravens will win this ball game because he'll blow it somehow. He'll force a pass. He'll do something to make a mistake and give it to the Ravens. If it comes down to another game, in my opinion, that if it comes down to a run game between Jackson and Derrick Henry, they'll run over the Bills and they'll win the game. But I'm gonna make my pick here. I want the Ravens to win this game. I really want the Ravens to win this game. But I think the Bills will probably eke it out somehow in the end. But once again, I would rather see the Ravens win this ball game. So anyway, my picks are Chiefs, Lions, Eagles, Bills. But I want the Texans to win that game, and I want the Ravens to win their game. But I don't think so. I hope so, but I don't think so. But like I said in the beginning, leave me a comment below. Let me know how many times the camera's pan up, and so we have to watch Taylor Swift giggling and dancing around like she knows what's going on. I'm interested to see how many times. I'm going to go ahead and guess myself ahead of everybody else. I'm going to guess probably 8 times we have to stare at her watching the football game from the skybox. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment below. I appreciate it. And as always, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate all you guys, all your comments and everything. So watch the games, enjoy them, have a great time, and we'll talk about them afterwards. Bye now.